All streams flow downhill. We've gone over this. Gravity pulls it down. It's the only way it can flow. They can flow north, south, east, west, but they always have to flow downhill. The beginning of the stream is called the head of the stream. The end of the stream is called the mouth of the stream. Stream flow is contained within that channel or stream bed. Very, very simple terms. Now we're going to talk about the stages of development of a stream. A very new or young stream, it's going to look like this. Straight. There's going to be waterfalls, rapids. The water goes very fast. Narrow channels. This is a new, young stream. See? Fast waters. You got your V-shaped valley. Remember, we talked about U-shaped valleys for glaciers. Glaciers form a U-shaped valley. Okay. Streams or rivers will form a V-shaped valley. Young stream, fast moving. Just some examples. You can go through these in the PowerPoint. Waterfalls. Young stream. The next stage, you could start seeing a little curve to it. We'll go into why that happens later on, but when we have a mature or an older stream, you're going to start seeing curves in it. You're also going to start seeing these flat parts around it. That is called a floodplain. So the area has been carved out. It's getting eroded away. Remember, the whole point of this is erosion, moving stuff from one place to another. The stream itself is going to have, or the land around the stream itself is going to have less of a gradient now. Mature stream. All right, you start seeing this pattern going all the way through. Then we have the oldest stream. Much, much flatter terrain. Notice, much bigger, much flatter. Look how much more the curves are. Notice this over here too. We'll get into that in a moment. That's called an oxbow lake. These form from the river. So here you can see much flatter terrain, larger floodplains, much greater meanders, and as I said before, those oxbow lakes. So here is a diagram showing you. Hold on, let me move that for you. Oh, that's there. Okay. Young, getting older, older, and then the oldest. Notice how these start to come together here. Notice how it's back together here, and you have an oxbow lake. This is the profile of it. Young, middle, old. All right. Young on the top, middle, old. Old streams in a floodplain. That's why these houses are flooded here. Older, older. Here we go. So, little review. Shape of the valley. You should all be saying now, V-shaped valley. What stage is this here? What do you think? All right. I would say this is probably fairly new. Got some rapids, V-shape. I don't see any floodplain, right? Definitely a young one. See all the rapids. Young, older. See how it's much flatter, older. This is called a delta. Now, a delta is where the stream ends, the water slows down, and deposition takes place. We'll get into that in a little bit. So just like what we did with the chart before, let me go back to that chart real quick. So this chart that we were going over before, right here, all right. So the faster the water goes, the larger the particle it carries. But if it's going really fast and then slows down, it's not going to be able to carry those particles anymore. And that brings us from erosion to deposition. All right. So at that delta that I was just showing you, you have the river slowing down and deposition